These are 3 hard-earned jewels that'll save you blood, sweat, and tears. We have to learn them the long way. You don't have to.
1, 2.
It's 3 the hard way.
I try to manage my time, and I think I have a better sense of like what I'm able to accomplish in a certain amount of time. Experience will do that for you, right? If you've never made, I don't know, a drawing of a cartoon character, when you sit down to do it, it might take you 2 hours, 3 hours. But if you've done it over and over and over again, it might take you 5 minutes, right? And your 5-minute drawing is just as good as somebody else's 3-hour drawing, which is the interesting thing about experience, right? So like the first time, it might have taken you so much longer, but because you did it the first time, you've solved all of those problems. So now the next time you do it, it'll be a lot faster. And the next time after that, and so like you're compounding like this ability to be able to get things done in a way that you never would have been capable of doing at first. Because of the experience I have at certain things, I can allot 15 minutes to do something because I've done it so many times, as opposed to having to wait 3 hours to do it. There's a difference between knowing something is going to go wrong and thinking something's going to go wrong, right? When you've been through a situation and you know that if I make a right turn here, it's a dead end, there's no reason to go down that road, right? As opposed to you're standing at the beginning and you've never gone anywhere before. You don't just stand there and keep going, well, if I go left, there might be a problem. If I go right, there might be a problem. I don't know which way to go, so I'm gonna stand here until I figure out which one is gonna be the perfect path through the maze. You have to pick one and move. And if you don't, you end up just standing still and not making any kind of progress. It's that mentality, right? Especially when you're at the beginning of like a concepting exercise. You wanna come up with as many ideas as possible, and then you can weed those down to the strongest ones once you have a large batch. But if you're killing off all of the ideas before you even have one, like at the end of the day, you have nothing to show for the time that you just spent doing anything. So for that, I'm like, no, keep going until you hit that dead end wall. I wish somebody would have told me how much everybody was pretending. I think there's so many people in the room that are so uncomfortable and don't know what's going to happen next. But everyone's trying to play cool, but it's like, you know, it's like the ducks that are moving across, and it looks super smooth on top, but underneath their feet are just going crazy. That's to me like what it's like in those meetings. It's a lot of people in the room a lot of times that are very uncomfortable and don't know what to say, when to say it. They don't understand what's happening, or they're trying to figure it out, and they might have the same level of insecurities as somebody that's just starting out. Like, if I knew how much so many people were pretending through it, I think it might have been a little bit easier for me to find my way a lot sooner. It's not to say like everyone's incompetent or anything like that. It's just you're walking into the room and you feel like, I don't know what I'm talking about, and they're gonna treat me like I don't know anything. Somebody's gonna laugh, and then they're gonna all point and then kick me out, and I'm, you know, like all of those crazy thoughts are going through somebody's head that's new to all of this, and it's so far from the truth. Most of the time, especially if you're in a room full of senior people, they all know what it's like to be in that position where you don't know how everyone's going to receive you. And so for the most part, people are decent, right? They're not gonna try to knock you down when they know like you're already struggling. But I think it's a reflection of the fact that the more you know, the more you know you don't know. Yeah, the more you know you don't know, right? Oh. With lots of commas. But yeah, I think because of that, it's easier for you to empathize with somebody that's struggling for the first time in a situation, kind of root them on and help them get across the finish line.